Don't mill it, dude. Don't mill it. I fear for you. Oh. Hello, my fair citizens. My name is Striderstone. I'm the mayor of Sodium City, and today we are playing a tappy, no untappy type of deck. So essentially a lot of cards that tap things or untap things, makes people not be able to untap their things and forces us to be able to tap things and not untap things and tap things and not untap. You understand what I'm saying. Let me just show you the deck. All right, so for this deck, the goal was to tap all of the opponent's stuff and just really annoy them. So the cards we chose to do that was Frost Titan, Authority the Consul, Dovin Baan, Teferi who slows the sunset, of course, my baby Tomato, and then Kiora Best Sea Gods, also my lobster of choice. However, we did end up finding out that Frost Titan is probably like the worst card of all time, so we ended up just removing it from the deck entirely, so you can completely ignore it. Every time it came out, it was essentially useless. Tapping down one card and doing absolutely nothing after that is just utter garbage, right? So this is what we ended up going with. So Authority of the Consul, whenever a creature your opponent controls enters battlefield, taps it. It's pretty nice. So Hasties, they do nothing. Dovin Baan, his ultimate, you get an emblem with your opponents can't untap more than 2 permanents during their untap steps. That's just hilarious. So it's less of like a tappy and more of a you can't untappy, if you know what I mean. Teferi who slows the sunset. This is also another more of an untappy, but in the positive way, because we get to untap an artifact we control, which is very important. I'll tell you in a second. Untap a creature or tap an opponent's creature, but it doesn't stay tapped, so it's kind of useless unless you're trying to get in for a big attack. And then you can untap a land, which is also great because we're using Lotus Field, which taps for 3 mana. Right? That's pretty nice. Gets us some life. And then Tamiyo's my girl, right? So Tamiyo's -7. She has a notebook. The notebook is so good. Makes all your spells, all spells, not just instant sorceries, not just planeswalkers, all spells, 2 less. And then you can just tap it to draw a card. You can do this every single turn. It is amazing. The only thing that sucks about it is that it's legendary. That's the part we hate. However, again, with Teferi's +1, we're able to untap an artifact. So we can tap that notebook, draw a card, and then untap it with Teferi, and everything's good. We're able to do anything we want with this Tamiyo, and of course she has her +1, which taps something and makes it not untappable on their next untap step, which is great. It's basically the same thing with Kiora Best Sea Gods. The second chapter taps all non-land permanents an opponent controls, and then they don't untap during their untap step. That's just really cool. And then, of course, the turn after that, you get to take something, which is also really fun to do. But that's the goal of the deck. We're just going to make sure all their stuff is tapped and then make sure all of our stuff is untapped and make it to where they can't untap a lot of things. At least that's the overall goal of the deck. With all that being said, the concept of the deck, hilarious and super fun. The actual deck itself, total dog water and garbage trash. All right. I do not recommend building this deck. It costs 42 rares and 12 mythics. It is just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I don't think planeswalkers are in a good spot right now. I have no idea what it is, but it did not do well at all. It was funny and it was fun when it did the things that it needed to do. It was just very difficult to do it. It was so difficult to do everything that you needed to do. You're trying to tap stuff, but you're not tapping enough things. You can't kill enough things while tapping things. So it was just a really difficult way to balance the deck. And I just don't think there is a place in Historic right now for this style of deck with planeswalkers. So there may be a different variation of it later that specifically focuses on Kiora Best Sea Gods, because that was the only card that actually stood out and worked. So I might just focus on that than everything else. Keep that in mind. I wanted to give a huge shout out to all of the Twitch subs and YouTube members over here. So thank you again for all of your financial support. We really do appreciate it. If you want to get your name immortalized in all of these videos, just hit that join button down below or go over to twitch.tv/StriderStone and subscribe over there. And then you'll be able to see all the benefits that you get for supporting the channel in that way. But the best thing you could do, obviously, would be to share this video with people who you think might enjoy it. And then, of course, do all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe. Stay salty and enjoy the games. I feel like we have way too many expensive cards in here and 0 ramp to accommodate for it. It's probably not great. It's probably not great. Yeah, already, just after the first game, I already want to take out the Deposed Deploys and the Frost Titans. Frost Titan, just like everything else, should hit 2 targets, or 3. 3 might be a bit much, but it should hit at least 2. Is it touching 1? When you're at 6 mana is horrible. I haven't seen your sticky fingers in a while. Now the question is, I hate shocking in land sometimes. But depending on what I need to do. So the reason I'm doing this now is they didn't play creature, which makes me think they need another treasure from that Sticky Fingers in order to play a creature or something. That's my guess anyway. Sacrifice 5 treasures. Okay, so currently I can do a Deposed Deploy or a Fateful Absence. Now, I feel like I should try to draw a card to try to get that land so we can get that Supreme Verdict. Supreme Verdict is going to be pretty nice. All right. So we'll get a treasure from this. So 3 treasures. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana. I wish I had 7 mana. I could Kiora Best of Sea Gods. That'd be so sick right now. Okay. It's whatever. I still have another Supreme Verdict in my hand, so I'm not really worried about what they put down. So don't care. 13 life. It's whatever. I did 4 of that myself. That's funny. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still need 2 more lands for Kiora Best Sea Gods. So I need to find one of my Planeteers. Or, I mean, a Tamiyo would be fine. Dang. I need 2 more lands. 2 more. So hopefully, I mean, I can't believe I'm asking for Deposed Deploy. Opponent, can I borrow a couple of your treasures, maybe? Aha! I could do artifacts, creatures, and graveyards. Because once they get up to 5 artifacts, they could just flop down that Magda and do something. Artifact or dragon. It's only one artifact or dragon. Okay. What artifact do they have in their hand? I feel like I'm about to get screwed here. Like, bad. But we have authority. Let's find out what they're doing. We have Settle the Wreckage. We're fine, right? They can't just OTK us with a creature. Rude. However, if they have to feed the swarms... graveyards, creatures, artifacts. I got my second one, so might as well, right? We're either going to force them to use their treasures to draw cards. Just basically what we're doing. But now they think we have nothing.
You get nothing!
Yep. Do I just Supreme Verdict here? I Tamiyo here. That's what I do here. We're gonna tap that Goldspan. That Goldspan ain't going nowhere anytime soon. Papa,
you cannot delay our victory.
They kind of did delay the victory. In fact, the victory just kind of went away.
You can try, but you cannot change what's coming.
Okay. So 1 more damage on the tomato. Do we care about the 1 damage? I don't think so.
You cannot change the future.
I'm just gonna keep this tap down forever and ever and ever. This still taps for 2 because it's on the battlefield. It's just not going to be able to attack. All right. Thinking maybe I should have killed that in response. In response? I think I will actually kill this now. They do make a treasure out of it, which is big sad. But, you know, it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. Do I have 7 mana? I think I do.
Our will cannot be denied.
No, I can only imagine that they have the sacrifice in a creature, enchantment, and planeswalker. That's what I'm assuming is going to come out of their hand right now. It's the only thing that I can assume is coming out of their hand right now. What were they planning on winning with? This is wildly different than what it started off as. Maybe not wildly different, but it's different. We're not using Frost Titan. I gave up on it. I played it a couple times. I'm over it. I thought it was going to be way better than it was. It's kind of, it almost reminds me of playing Return to Rubble. If anyone remembers that card. I think it's Return to Rubble. It's like it's a split card. It's like a counter target spell unless they pay 2 or 3 mana, something like that. It's like 3 mana counter spell. And then when it goes into the graveyard, cast from the graveyard, and it's a like tap 2 target lands. And they don't untap or something like that for 4 mana. It's not great. Oh. All right, we're going to need another land. We had 3 in our opening hand.
Time for a complex plan. Let's improvise. The second here,
Okay.
second there. Who's counting?
So Teferi with Lotus Field is just gross, by the way. We have Fateful Absence up. That's it. Gates have been getting way too powerful lately.
I am the hand that chronicles Phyrexia's rise. Such an imperfect form.
Don't worry. It's only mystery.
Do we have... We have 1 Field of Ruin. They're just going to be ramping. Luckily, we can tap that down forever.
And some think time only flows
I
in
mean,
one
that's
direction.
not bad. We take these. We take these.
Bow before
That's never
Phyrexia.
untapping. I have an 8/8. They have a Gates Ablaze that's not going to do anything. Okay. An expansion explosion deck. How am I winning with this? I need my Dovin. Need my Dovin. Let's go and ult that. Now we have our notebook. Get a free card draw. Let's get a 3 mana Urza assembles the Titans. See if we can just find a Planeswalker. Have that. Reveal! Oh, it was a land.
I really should have seen that coming.
Time on my hands?
I tried.
No such thing.
I tried. Colossus Hammer? A gate deck with Colossus Hammer. Interesting. I can use that. I mean, they have Gates Ablaze, right? Oh, they're noodling it. Yo. I mean, right now I'm looking at Supreme Verdict. So I don't think this is going to be a problem. Where are my planeswalkers? It's not very nice. It's fine. My Proctor will be equipped with a hammer. My Proctor will be equipped with a hammer. All right. So, what we need to make sure that we do... Are you going to pay for those? So what we need to make sure that we do is we draw a card from this notebook at the end of their turn and at the beginning of our upkeep before this second trigger actually goes through. Because it's you may put a planeswalker card with mana value 6 or less, right? So we need to make sure that we get that done. So the more card draw, the better. Okay, I don't care about that. Let's see. Wait, hold on. We want to float mana, and then we want to untap this, tap that, untap this.
I've got some time.
We're gonna play our Proctor. We're going to attach it. We're going to draw a card. We're going to play another land. And we're going to that. And then that.
A second here, a second
Doesn't
there.
matter.
Who's counting?
We need to take advantage of our mana, right? As much as possible. I mean, I'll kind of take both of those, but those are only doing 2 damage each. I'd rather them get rid of the Fateful Absence than the Proctor, because it seems like the Proctor is actually kind of screwing them over a little bit. Are you going to pay for that? They're not going to pay for it. That is a lot. That is a lot. Does this become grounded? How did that lose flying? Oh, and loses flying. I've never seen that line of text on Colossus Hammer. Ever. Never in my life. All right, that threw me for a loop. I've never seen that. I was like, how come I can't block this? That's actually kind of funny. Actually kind of funny. I had no idea that you just lose flying. No, that's fine. Normal draw. Normal draw is perfectly acceptable. Decline. Let's see. How many cards? We have 33. They have 23, so we're easily able to do this. We can untap, tap, untap.
Give me a moment. Or a few.
I don't know why I didn't just do that twice to guarantee the damage. Really? Interesting. You think they have another mass manipulation? I'm like 99% sure they do right now. I don't have any way to stop it though.
Don't worry. It's only a little mischief. And some think time only flows in one direction.
I don't have... Oh yeah, let's find out.
I can read your flaws like an open... You can't possibly be this stupid. Surely you knew this would happen.
Let's throw down another Proctor. Let's draw another card beforehand. Dude, if I go full out and even throw down Tamiyo, I'm like hella screwed, right? I feel it. I feel it coming. Oh, that's right. They can't be blocked. Do I have Settle in here? I have Settle in here, right? 2 settles. I don't really care too much about that Teferi. It's only going down to 3 anyway. Dovin Baan. Sad. Sad. Dude, I am getting spam robot calls like nobody's business. Okay, so I do creatures and artifacts. Or creatures Creatures in graveyards. All right. So first things first. We're gonna throw down our Tamiyo. Because Farewell is gross. Farewell is gross. It's going to get us out of this situation very, very quickly. I guess I could do... I don't want to do enchantments yet.
My flesh was a sickness.
7.
Now I am cured.
Okay. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Bring back Urza assembles the
This
Titans.
was merely a chapter in a larger tale. You still have a role in our grand
And
story.
we're going to put that up to 3. So that everything could be done twice. And then we're going to brought back to bring back our Tamiyo. Which I should have Lotus Field first.
Phyrexia's story infects the
Cancel.
mind.
Alright. So
Becoming
first... -3 that, because who cares?
You're only making it worse.
And a -3 that.
I almost feel sorry for you.
Tap up to 1 untap.
Our will cannot be denied.
Tap up to 1 untap.
You do not write this story.
Let's see. Graveyards and creatures. They gotta have another one, right? 20 cards left.
And some think the eternal question. Win the quick way or the fun way?
0. Okay, so now all we need to do is cure Best Sea Gods. And then we have our hammer. Damn. Well, it's a good thing I bought him Cure Best Sea Gods. Because I thought about giving it to him. I was like, ooh, they're going to mill. It's a good thing they didn't have anything to shuffle back in. I'm glad I exiled their graveyard. That was perfect. Perfect timing. They have 9 cards left. What are you doing with them? 8 cards. What are you doing? 4 cards. Should I just kill that now? I don't think it matters, really. It's tapped. We have this nice little hammer. It's hammer time, baby. Attack it for 18. An 18/18 lobster coming at your face. Opponents can't untap more than 2 permanents.
These results are an anomaly, not to be repeated.
I mean, enjoy yourself.
It is just a matter of course.
All stories. My words fall on unwilling ears. My notes process ignorance.
I did that
into
twice. I've done that
intelligence.
twice now. I meant to not do the -7. I meant to do -X equaling 7. Do you know what I mean? Wait. No. Forgot to take it out of play queue. Forgot to take it out of play queue. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing is wrong. Everything is fine. What do they actually do here? Do they mill both of these? Whoa. They do. That's ballsy. I didn't think they would do that. I kind of wish I had that Proctor, though. However, Supreme Verdict can't be countered. Not really worried about it. Kind of really wanted that Proctor, though. Proctor would have been great. Does it have to deal actual combat damage?
Phyrexia's victory will be etched into the flesh. You cannot delay.
I would like a different land than a Lotus Field, or please a Strict Proctor. Well, actually, no. This turn, I can -X, 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 my Tamiyo, bring back my Proctor, and then, well, Supreme Verdict, and then do it. There we go. Okay, now -X, 1, 2, boom,
Reforge
Proctor.
your memories.
There. Thank you. Storm of Sir Ramen. No. Absolutely not.
Our will cannot be denied.
Pokey. Don't mill it, dude. Don't mill it. I fear for you. Oh. That hurt.
Such an imperfect form.
Yikes! Or at least in play mode, we have 2 wins. It'll be fine. Yeah, the only thing I'm actually worried about is the Urza Assembles the Titans. I do like the card a lot. It's just not something that I really think is a great card. What does this do? Okay, that was a misplay, mainly because I just gave them something to use their mana on. But that's fine. They always mill the first time. We can let them mill a basic plains, and that'll give us a blast zone. Blast zone is fine. Especially if they have a lot of cheap stuff. Like they played a 2-mana card and then a 1-mana card, which makes me think they're a relatively low to the ground deck.
Someone call for a hero?
Now,
Time tinkering to do.
why they didn't do that is interesting to me. I was like, I think they mulligan twice. Or the mulligan. I think they mill twice. I want to make sure that I actually have my my Lotus Fields. Lotus Field with Teferi is really strong. Obviously, because untapping 1 for 3 is disgusting. And we can keep doing that.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Okay.
In a zero-sum game, impudent.
Alright. Are you taking all that damage? Probably should have bottomed that Planeter. I didn't think they were going to do it. I'm not sure if I wipe the board this turn.
Your options are
I
decreasing.
don't think I do.
My flesh was a sickness. You cannot
That
delay our
was the
victory.
wrong one. Alright, I mean, are you going to mill 4? I was like, that's a little scary. Yeah, I already -3 the Blade Juggler. I should have tapped and kept the Footlight Fiend tapped. I just didn't. I pressed the wrong button. I clicked on the wrong thing. My mind has gone. I went to a concert last night, and it was a reggae concert. I'm just like, I'm out of it. I'm just gone. You got it. Yeah, and then the hotel bed was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. Yeah, I mean, we just do that. Let's just wipe the board. We throw down the Strict Proctor. They really do not want that Strict Proctor to live.
Such an imperfect form.
You can't possibly be this stupid.
I know they don't. I don't know why they don't yet, but they don't. I don't know why I want a second Dovin. Settle's nice because I don't know if they have haste yet. When I see Rakdos low to the ground haste, I automatically assume they have that 2-mana hasty that gets like +1/+1. Sure. Whenever it deals damage to a player or planeswalker. Do Carnival Carnage. That's... I'm playing up against a starter deck. I feel kind of bad.
More data will revel in your minuscule victory. Our story belongs to the children of Phyrexia.
Belongs
Surely
to the
you
children
knew
of
this would happen.
Phyrexia. Alright, so we get to attack in
Has been
here.
through enough.
We're going to throw this down. We're going to add in 1 Blast Zone counter to that. And then after we add in 1 Blast Zone counter against this starter deck playing person, we were going to Teferi to untap our notebook, this creature, and whatever else we decide. I don't know. And then we were going to ult Dovin the turn after that. And that's just the way it is. You know, things are never going to be the same. Kiora Best Sea Gods, same type of thing. The second part of the saga, tap all non-land permanents an opponent controls during their... All non-land permanents on target opponents. Kiora Best Sea Gods, essentially the same thing. On the second part of the chapter, it is the second chapter. It's not the second part of the chapter. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, it means you either really enjoyed the video or you fell asleep and I'm waking you up now. Either way, thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week.